Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm your host, Courtney Bloomer. Today's episode is brought to you by The Box Store, Carson City's friendliest and most reliable shipping service. Visit The Box Store for all of your shipping and box needs. Our guest today is Josh Dunsford, who is the owner of the new Out of My Mind Designs fabric store and Urban Thrift located off of HotSprings Road in Carson City.
Yep. Pleasure to meet you, Courtney.
Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Your store is brand new and has all kinds of stuff in it.
It does.
Tell us a little bit about why you opened up a fabric store in Carson City and what you really hope to offer your clients.
You got it. I worked for Mill Fabrics, a local store, been in Carson City for well over 30 years. I was with them for 15 years. This last January, they did close their doors here in Carson City. But I felt that Carson City did need a new fabric store because there's a lot of crafters, a lot of locals that like to get together and do costuming and things like that for our college productions, school activities and such. And we had already owned a thrift store in Carson City, Poppin' Tags, located on HotSprings Road. And we had the opportunity to get a larger building just adjacent to our building, upgrading from 2,000 square feet to 9,000 square feet, and so we were going to make a giant thrift store and open the fabric store, same philosophy as Mill Fabrics.
And I've been in the fabric store. There is everything, basically all kinds of fabric. If you want to be a quilter, if you want to be a costumer, if you want to make pajamas, whatever, it's all there.
We try to. If we don't have it, we try to get it in.
The thrift store, as you mentioned, used to be Poppin' Tags. It was across the parking lot from where it is located now. What kinds of things do you have for folks? What kinds of things do you bring in? Just tell us a little bit about how that got started and what you are currently, having for folks there.
We're a little bit different than most thrift stores. We started off buying storage lockers and estate sales, and we still continue that philosophy. And we brought in yard sales and Facebook. By doing that, we get a lot of unique and eclectic things you wouldn't normally see donated to a thrift store. We're also trying to bring back thrift, meaning the prices, the hunt that people are always after to find that unique treasure for them. We try to keep it as low as possible with our clothing as well. All of our clothes are $1, except for dresses and sweatshirts. Those are $2. Jackets are $5. We also pride ourselves on, if we don't have it in the store, we have a very large network. We can find what you're looking for through our people to do that.
All kinds of good stuff. And as you mentioned, really sticking with that thrift store philosophy of low prices.
Correct.
I think that is awesome and something really needed. A lot of thrift stores, thrifting has gotten to be kind of a fad thing. And so as that has happened, the prices have become a little more boutique-y than thrifty.
Exactly. Very true. So we do that, and then we try to also bring that mentality into our fabric store and vice versa for it, because it is one giant building and it just flows through to each other. And then also with our fabric store, we offer sewing classes. We just brought in another long arm sewing machine. We'll be offering long arm services to rent out very soon. We offer in our classes, quilting classes, sewing 101 classes. If you just wanted to come in and work on a project, we have that. We do our block of the month raffle challenge. With that, you spend $5, you get a little pack of fabric. You make any block you want, as long as it's a 12.5-inch unfinished block. You turn it in, and then we raffle at the end of the month the winner, and they win all the blocks.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool. Tell us a little bit more about your sewing classes. When did they take place? What level of sewers are coming to your classes?
Beginning to advanced, people who have known how to sew for years but have forgotten a few steps and just want to take a couple courses to learn. We just actually introduced the Sewing 101 classes this month, or last month I should say. And I've had kids up to, I think my last gal was 75, and she just bought a sewing machine and didn't know what to do, but she was having a grandbaby and wanted to make some quilts. So she came on in, and then we have our awesome teacher, Glenda Euler, a longtime friend, and used to be a co-worker. She's our quilt teacher. She's fantastic, can take any pattern in the world and convert it into an easy pattern for anyone to learn. And we're accepting any other students, or not students, teachers as well for any art form. We're working with a gal for scrapbooking. Even though we don't offer scrapbooking supplies, we'd still like to bring that in.
Well, and a lot of people scrapbook with fabric.
Oh, yes,
so.
yes.
So that is a good fit. The classes, do people need to have their own sewing machines, or are there sewing machines there? Is this a one-on-one class, or is there a group of people sewing?
Currently, it is a bring your own sewing machine, but we do have a few on hand. We're working with some Bernina dealers to bring in some sewing machines to supply it. We're also hoping to have by next year a kids camp sewing classes. We do one-on-one, and we do up to 6 students per time.
Very cool. I think there's a lot of people that would like to learn to do at least some basic sewing and some garment repair type things.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of garment repair or alterations, is that something that you guys offer, or something that you have a network of people that you would recommend?
We do have a board at the shop with local upholsterers, alteration places, and so forth. Unfortunately, we don't offer that in our store. It would be an awesome service in the future we may think about doing.
Yeah, it would be cool to have that. But you guys are doing so much. New store. How are you liking the new location?
I'm loving it. 9,000 square feet to play.
Anything else you want customers to know?
Spread the word and come on by. We're an awesome place.
All right. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do have our Facebook page, Out of My Mind Designs. Out of My Mind Designs. Mind and Design share the D. There's only one D in our name. Urban Thrift, Carson City.
All right. So people can go and visit you on Facebook, find out the latest things that are happening, learn more about your classes and services and all kinds of stuff. Josh, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City, brought to you by the Box Store, Carson City. It is Carson City's friendliest and most reliable shipping service. Visit them off of William Street in Carson City for all your shipping and box needs. If your business would like to sponsor a future edition of It's Your City, contact Darla at the address shown on your screen. I'm your host, Courtney Bloomer. We'll see you next week.